Inside Human Mind 2-Point Secrets. Most people don't want truth. They want comfort. They don't want to see human nature as it is. They want to believe it's kinder, fairer, and more predictable than reality. But the moment you see people clearly, you can never unsee it again. Human beings are not driven by logic. They are driven by emotion, fear, and self-interest. And the faster you accept this, the safer and more powerful you become. Here is the first secret most people never admit. People don't hate you because you're bad. They hate you because you remind them of what they're not. When someone criticizes you obsessively, undermines your success, or subtly celebrates your mistakes, it's rarely about morality. It's comparison. Your progress exposes their stagnation. Your confidence highlights their insecurity. Your ambition threatens their comfort. So they label you arrogant, selfish, dangerous. Not because you are, but because it protects their ego. This is why approval is the most dangerous addiction. The moment you need people to like you, they control you. They can reward you with praise or punish you with silence. And humans fear social rejection more than physical pain. That fear keeps most people obedient. They soften their opinions. They dilute their ambition. They betray their instincts just to stay accepted. But here's the truth. Respect is never given to those who beg for it. It's given to those who can walk away. Human nature respects strength, not morality. This is why boundaries create attraction. When you tolerate disrespect, you teach people how to treat you. When you withdraw attention calmly, you force self-reflection. Silence is one of the most misunderstood forms of power. People assume power is loud, dominant, aggressive. In reality, silence unsettles the human mind. When you stop reacting, others begin projecting. They fill the gap with their own fears. That's when they reveal themselves. Another uncomfortable secret: people are loyal to what benefits them, not to who you are. Loyalty isn't a personality trait, it's a circumstance. Change the environment, change the incentives, and loyalty shifts. This doesn't mean humans are evil. It means they are adaptive. Understanding this prevents betrayal from shocking you. Expecting unconditional loyalty sets you up for emotional collapse. Instead, observe behavior, not promises. Watch what people do when it costs them something. That's where truth lives. This is why power dynamics matter so much. People treat you based on perceived value. If your presence adds value, you're respected. If your presence feels replaceable, you're ignored. This is why self-respect always precedes respect from others. Another secret most people never accept: people don't want to hear your struggles. They want to see your results. Society pretends to admire effort, but it rewards outcomes. Complaining reduces perceived strength. Calm execution increases it. This doesn't mean you suppress emotion. It means you choose where to express it. The world is not your therapist, which leads to another reality. Vulnerability without strength invites exploitation. People romanticize openness, but in a competitive world, exposed weakness attracts predators. Timing matters. Reveal depth only to those who've earned access. Now here's one of the darkest truths. Most people don't change because they understand truth. They change because pain forces them to. Humans are creatures of habit. Comfort delays growth. Pain accelerates it. This is why advice rarely works, but consequences do. Understanding this changes how you influence others. You don't argue. You don't convince. You let reality teach. Another secret few people talk about: people respect those who respect themselves even when they don't like them. Being liked is temporary. Being respected is durable. This is why emotional control is the ultimate dominance. When others lose composure and you remain grounded, you gain psychological height. People feel it instinctively. They may not articulate it, but they obey it. This is what Robert Greene meant when he warned against emotional reactions. Emotion makes you predictable. Predictability makes you controllable. The most dangerous individuals are calm under pressure. They don't react, they respond. Another truth: people test you subconsciously. They push boundaries lightly at first. A joke, a dismissive tone, a small disrespect. If you tolerate it, they escalate. Not because they're cruel, but because human nature seeks hierarchy. If you don't define your position, someone else will. And once a role is set, it's hard to reverse. That's why early boundaries matter. Firm, calm, without explanation. You don't negotiate respect, you embody it. Here's another uncomfortable reality. People rarely remember what you said, but they never forget how you made them feel. Emotion imprints deeper than logic. If someone associates you with confidence, clarity, and calm, they seek you. If they associate you with drama, chaos, or insecurity, they avoid you. This is why presence outweighs persuasion. And finally, the truth most people resist. Power isn't about controlling others. It's about mastering yourself, your impulses, your emotions, your reactions. When you can walk away from disrespect, delay gratification, and remain centered under pressure, you become rare, and rarity creates value. So now ask yourself honestly, do you want comfort or clarity? Because clarity changes everything. Once you understand human nature, you stop being shocked. You stop taking behavior personally. You stop expecting fairness from a world built on incentives, and you start moving deliberately. This is not cynicism. This is awareness. The game isn't good or evil. It's unconscious versus conscious. And the moment you see clearly, you can no longer be easily controlled. This is Inside Human Mind 2.0. And what you've just heard is the part most people never dare to face.